Hey guys, it's Ted Bogert. Welcome back to the Ted Show. Very excited to have my longtime friend, RC Aradio, on the show. We're going to talk about overcoming devastation. He and his family just suffered through it. We're going to talk about what they're doing. We're going to talk about his business. So much to share. RC, I'm so happy to see you, and I'm so thankful you guys are okay. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
Well,
so
we're finally on the show.
I'm so excited, right? At least we're not in person. That's okay. It's okay. All right. So tell them a little bit about you before we tell them the story.
Sure. I've known Ted for over 15 years.
It's crazy, isn't it?
I know, it is crazy. And I've been in Orlando that long, and I believe we met up at the Citrus Club.
Of course.
Of course. And
tell us about you.
Sure. So over the last 20 years, I've worked professionally as an illustrator, a designer, and a creative director to some capacity for companies such as Universal Studios. Did a lot of freelance work with Disney and Marvel. You know, and Orlando's a special place. So we moved from Buffalo, New York, some 15 years, and came down here. And I have a large family of 5 children, and my career has been good to me in the Orlando area. And you guys know it's a up and down market right now due to the circumstances with COVID and whatnot. But what I would like to say is that as of late, over a month ago, just a little over a month ago, I, after going through COVID and moving to a new location, our house caught on fire, and that's why I'm here. And Tim and Ted is going to tell you a little bit about that. But
well, they want to hear. So it's not just that your house caught on fire. This isn't a small little electrical fire we're talking about. Give them the lowdown, because unless they have tuned in or looked at your pictures or seen anything, they don't know. And I'm going to make you front and center so they can hear you.
Ooh, here we go. Okay. Well, I'll tell you this much. Prior to COVID, now I'm front and center. I'm lined up. Prior to COVID, I had my own business called BlueCore where I was the owner and chief creative director. And I was doing work for SeaWorld, Disney, Universal Studios through my own company after a 10-year tenure with Universal Creative on and off. So I decided to go out on my own and start up my own studio. Was doing really well. I was working in the industry, Brian Morrow, different companies. And then COVID hit, and like everyone else, my business went away for a long time. I started to rebound. Well, our family moved to a new place, and a lot of my clients went away. On top of that, to put the icing on the cake, one would say, we had a tragic house fire. Highest fire, we lost pretty much everything. My family and I have 5 kids, and wife are living in the studio. So ironically enough, we are living in my art studio.
Wow.
Yeah. So I had a detached studio, which was an efficiency. It was a converted garage, and we're all hanging out there until we find a new place in Lake Mary. So really what this is about is other professionals saying, hey, I am currently looking for work. I find some freelance, but it's about professionals helping other professionals. And of course I had a home studio. So I was impacted greatly.
Did you, I saw the pictures from it, just scary as can be.
Yeah.
Did you got woken up? All of you got out. We had a whole bunch of questions. Are they all right? Yes. All of them are all right. Everybody got out. Tell them a little bit about what happened that night or that morning.
Sure. I could tell you guys very clearly. It's ingrained. So it was about 5:45 in the morning. One thing is that I woke up to my phone alarm to wake up my son, Gabriel, to get him ready for school. He goes Lake Mary High School. And I heard popping. The dogs were barking, and I live out in Sorrento in the country. You could see it on the news. It was really bad fire, but the dogs are barking as they usually bark. Barking at night is no uncommon thing because we live on 2.2 acres, or we did live. But I turned the corner, and I saw an orange light. I said, "What the heck? Someone left the light on." And as I turn, I hear this popping, and part of the house and my Mercedes was on fire from tip to tail, to the point where the windows were shattering. And
wow.
Yeah. I immediately ran to my 12-year-old daughter's room. At that point, above, there was a little bit of black rollers coming in on the top ceiling in the hallway, and her hallway was closest to the carports. With that, I went ahead and got her out of the room. I told her, go to your mom. I got my 22-year-old daughter out. I got my wife out, and then we came outside. And by that point, the smoke was really coming in, and the fire alarms, the fire detectors did not go off. So that was an issue.
Wow.
Yeah, so it wasn't.
You're frozen, so as you're trying to recoup. Go ahead. So you're definitely frozen. So when you pop back on, pop back on. But here's the deal. So that must have been incredibly scary. First of all, who can think straight before you have coffee, let alone thinking that you're going to have a house fire? All right, he's probably gone, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm going to try to keep it going until he comes back. We're gonna keep a look on it. But here's the deal with RC. BlueCoreCreative.com is his company. Obviously, when something like this, something tragic happens, it's so great if our neighbors can come together. All this stuff that we train for, all these things that we do, all of these offers of help. I'm praying for you, positive thoughts. Well, here's something with a neighbor that you can put into action. And for RC, he is a talent. If you haven't seen Colt, you can Google that, which is his comic character. It's amazing. He is a talented artist and graphic designer, among a million other things. And so what do we want to do? We want to find talent, but giving back at the same time would be an amazing thing. So that Patreon account is where he raises funds, if you're not familiar with Patreon, for your business. BlueCoreCreative.com is his business name. And so let's give back. So reach out. RC's somewhere else, and we don't know where he went. It's terrible with the connection today. It's a Monday. Reach out to me. Reach out to RC Aradio. Let's get behind our neighbors. We all talk about giving back to the community. This is one of our own who has a lot of talent. There's a family of 7, including his 5 children. This is where we can actually make a difference, and you make a difference by giving back. And how do you give back? It's not a donation thing, although it could be. It's a let's help him with work. Let's make introductions. Let's help our neighbors with things. If you don't have the tangible assets to give or to help with, why not find a way that you can? And we all have connections and resources. So I'm going to head out. I'm going to close it. RC Aradio, I want you to go to patreon.com/RC7 or BlueCoreCreative.com. Let's give back to RC. All right. We appreciate you guys. RC Aradio, I know you'll be back. And sorry you missed the end of it. We'll talk to you guys soon. Bye, everybody. Thank you.